down there. So, I mean, it just depends on what part you're in. There's soldiers all over.
Sure, I know it's really tough down there by the Guatemalan border. I was just down there. So specifically, the reason we're talking about soldiers is they're saying it's a civil emergency. They're declaring emergency powers. So that's the issue that we're and either way you cut it, I agree with you. They are hyping this. We hope it's just hype and that there's nothing behind it. And this certainly is a way for the government to grandstand. And a lot of Mexicans are complaining that the Mexican media and the U.S. media are overhyping this. Why do you think that is happening?
I don't know why it's happening, but I agree with everyone else in that respect then, because it is being overhyped. We're not seeing anybody or meeting anybody, and we have other family there that's sick. It's just everybody's wearing stuff for precautions. The pharmacies are selling vitamin C and pushing vitamin C for also precaution, I guess. But people don't seem to be sick. As far as the soldiers go, most of them are friendly. It's the same thing that we see pretty much every day. But I think they're trying to make Mexico look bad in a lot of different ways recently, and I don't know why, just like the drug things. I mean, we don't have issues with... We're never getting hijacked or carjacked or shot at. We've never seen anything like that here.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add as Americans living in Mexico?
It's safe. Come on down.
Okay, thank you so much. I envy you down there by the Caribbean. Good scuba diving. Okay, let's go to Kevin in Canada. Thanks for holding, Kevin. You're on the air.
Hello there, Alex.
Hi.
Yeah, here in North Bay, we got a bunch of Mexican exchange students, and they were when I would come back from the college, I'd always be on the transit bus, and I got to know a couple of them. So I went and asked them, when I went and talked with a couple of them earlier today, and I know where they hang out here in North Bay, and they're telling them that they were getting ready to go back to Mexico next month after their school year is done here. But a couple of them were telling me that their parents have been telling them to stay in Canada a little bit longer. I don't know why, but that's what they were telling me. I speak Spanish, by the way. So that's
yeah, well, I mean, we just heard how great things are, and I know in areas of Yucatan, that's the kind of the resort area. It's nice. They were telling us that Mexico City was kind of great, but no, I mean, things are deteriorating, and there are a lot of folks dead, and the issue is flu killed 40 million people in 1918, and it killed a couple million more in an outbreak a few decades later. And then we have governments hyping it, the very governments that stage terror attacks and are eugenicists, and Dr. Pianka and biology departments, and I've run into others that are involved in weapons labs who are part of the eugenics movement, who are celebrating and waiting for airborne Ebola, kind of the 12 Monkeys crew. And so that's why we're watching this and looking at this. And I'm in Texas, and they're shutting schools down south of me and got people locked up in their houses that have this. And if folks start dying from this bird flu in the United States or Canada, and it's in Canada, as you know, or in Kansas, we got a problem. Because that means it's been spread by design, again, 95% of the time or more, because it mutates if it naturally spreads from body to body, because there's so many different mutations happening as the virus replicates.
Well, and these kids that are here in North Bay, these are rich kids that are here in North Bay. Their parents are cops, lawyers, parents of drug dealers also. So when they got the rich parents telling their kids to stay up here in Canada, I think there may be something down there that may be a lot worse than what that lady was telling us. Because again, she's in Yucatan, so that means that she's.
Look, I was in. I'm agreeing with you. I was in Yucatan, which is one of the better places in Mexico, 3 months ago, in January. So 3 months ago, it was bad. The shops were shut down. They weren't letting people fish. They said, oh, yeah, I was here a few years ago. So I was down there scuba diving and took 5 days off with the family. I was like, this was, and I also went down to Central America. This was really busy before, Costa Mayan places, and they don't let the locals fish anymore under UN rules. The big trawlers can come fishing, but little boats aren't allowed to go out and fish. I mean, it was bad. And the tourist places were almost bankrupt. And, that place is in deep trouble. I appreciate your call, sir. Let's go to Chuck in North Carolina. Chuck, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex. I just want to encourage you to put all of your efforts towards a bird flu film. Maybe it can be mixed in with the chemtrails or something like that, but I really think it's urgent. I called in Burma, told him the same thing about 2.5 weeks ago. Something is brewing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I just showed a newscast where they said Saddam is going to attack America through al-Qaeda. And this was right before 9/11 with these fake newscasts they showed to the feds. This is a brainwashing video for federal employees and local police. And notice how the whole script they were showing fit in with what they really did a few months later with the anthrax, trying to blame it on Saddam and 9/11. I mean, these people never stop. And I'm telling you, they got in their cards, like I said, a month ago and 2 weeks ago and last week, in their cards, this is exactly what I said. I said they got a bird flu, they got an attack on Iran, they got a nuke, they got a financial collapse, they got Pakistan. That's in their cards. They got these cards. And I know they're going to play cards. And then I saw Fox News Friday morning saying that al-Qaeda stole a nuke out of Pakistan with no evidence, and the reporter didn't say, what's your proof? You know, this would be, and then it wasn't top story. They just slip it out. So, man, they are, look, their agenda for world government, World Bank, none of this is going to work if they don't have big crises so they can pose as the saviors. And whenever governments get in trouble, they stage crises. And even if this is a naturally occurring flu, the way they're hyping it, they're using it to pose as the saviors, centralized control. And then you've got it mutating with pig, bird, and human from Asia and Europe and North America in one spot. Very suspicious. Anything else?
Yeah, exactly. You know, right after the Tea Parties are a big success, right as Mexico's on the verge of revolution, right as Ron Paul's bill is about to come out, 1207.
It's got 86 sponsors to audit the Fed.
I mean, this is the big event to cover up everything. This is Monica Lewinsky, or maybe worse.
God, I hope not, man. I'm right here in Texas. I mean, this is basically Mexico. And
God bless you, Alex. Thank you for doing what you're doing tonight, working on Saturday. Hey, I work 7 days a week, too. We appreciate it. We love you.
Hey, thank you. Hey, listen, don't thank me. Wild horses couldn't pull me away from this. I mean, you figure out the government's run by eugenics criminals who've done thousands of chemical, biological, radiological tests on the American people, admittedly killing us in many cases. They stage terror attacks. That's declassified. They're criminals. Foreign banks are bankrupting my children's futures. Of course I'm going to be down here. I'm going to be down here after the show working on the next film. Got a little surprise film coming out that I'll announce in 1 week that'll be available in 1 week. A little surprise, a little emergency transmission. And then I've got just a lot more coming up. Another Obama film, September 1st, and a lot more. And don't forget to support us, folks. This costs a lot of money to do this. Please purchase some of the books, videos, T-shirts, information at Infowars.com. Now is the time to wake people up. I want to recap everything at the end of the show. I want to leave here about 10:15 Central and then back into retransmission. But let's run through more of your calls. I'm going to recap all the top news and the latest info for everybody that just joined us in the special transmission. It's 9:36 and 27 seconds, 9:36 and 29 seconds Central Standard Time on the 25th, Saturday, the 25th day of April, 2009. Let's go to Julian in Indiana. Julian, you are on the air.
Hey, what's up, Alex? How you doing?
Good. Good to have you here with us.
Great to hear your voice. I've been waiting for a while, but what I have to tell you is important. My friends and I listen to you all the time. They used to be sort of in the paradigm, and I've helped them sort of break out, by being patient with it. They've helped me, too, by being patient with me and waking me up.
Can you speak up?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can. I'm a soft-spoken dude.
Oh, no, that's okay. Maybe it's my system, but just go ahead. So you've changed people's paradigm, but go ahead.
Yeah, oh yeah, and they're changing people's paradigms, too. The point is, they're going to hear this later. We're going to go over to their house, chill, listen to this. What I want to tell you is that my sister told me about them putting bird flu in the vaccine last summer. She has a friend, sort of a spiritual guide, who told her this, and then it came out that Baxter, you know what happened. That Baxter was putting the flu vaccine. They got busted in 18 different countries doing this, but there's been no justice for that. But she has told me about an exercise on the 29th of this month, which is the day after my birthday, and it's supposed to take place in Akron, Ohio, and it's a FEMA exercise for live avian bird flu. Do you know about this?
Yes, there's a whole bunch. It's Top Off 2009. And Glenn Beck's saying, where's the FEMA camps in Top Offs since 2000? And dark winter exercises. This is in AP, Reuters, everywhere. They practice putting people in sports stadiums and then taking them to FEMA camps from there. And it's in the New York Times, the Washington Post. But Beck won't touch that. He goes out instead and finds a fake FEMA camp, as I said he would do.
He's a chill, man. I mean, he's a total chill. We know.
Well, and again, I don't get off on bashing him. The issue is he is a Benedict Arnold deceiver. I don't really attack Limbaugh or Hannity or any of these other fakes. They've always been fakes. Beck is out there acting like he's one of us. You know, like what he was saying, I'm going to expose the camps. I think they're real. And people are like, Alex, don't bash Beck. You're just jealous of how big he is. He's going to expose the camps. And I said, watch. He's going to debunk them. And